Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Apples plenty, good nuts too, roasting in the fire for you. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Apples plenty, good nuts too, roasting in the fire for you. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Be my mirror. Right with me. Whenever I say welcome here. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Come good people, enter in. The wind blows sharp, come in, come in. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Your job is to travel around the room, but make sure you're close to a friend on this part for the welcome here. Welcome here, then I travel when she sings. Welcome here, ready to go and here we go. What should we do? Find a partner right away. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Apples plenty, good nuts too, roasting in the fire for you. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Come good people, enter in. The wind blows sharp, come in, come in. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and keep on traveling. This is one more time. I've got a pie all baked complete, pudding too, that's very sweet. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here. So can you go back to your last partner? And stay with this partner now. Do you know what to do for the welcome here? Look at your partner. So show me again. Welcome here, welcome here. Then we have all be alive and be of good cheer. We have 4 beats. With your partner, you have a minute to figure out what to do during those 4 beats. Make up some kind of pattern, or maybe you just want to pat away from each other, or maybe you want to clap, or maybe a snap. But you have a minute to figure it out. 4 beats for all be alive and be of good cheer. Good luck, and go.
So it's me.
Do you want to do that? I think that's 4 beats, right? I'm music. Are you ready to go? All right, let's practice it. So just look at your partner and practice the way while I sing it. Here we go, we start with the part we know. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. And how about if we demonstrate now? Do you need another practice? Okay, so let's just see what Lane and Nick do. Here we go and watch. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Excellent, give them a hand. All right, Arlo and Sabrina. Here we go. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Next job, give them a hand. Christina and Nicholas. Here we go. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here. Excellent. You guys have a seat with me on the floor. Well, welcome to Music 483. I love teaching this class, and the semester goes so incredibly fast. So I'll probably repeat myself a lot because there are things that I feel really passionate about. But in review, how did that go? and techniques and sequence. So what happens a lot in here is we practice it and we do it, and I switch in and out of teacher talk. So sometimes I'm pretending you're my most well-behaved 5th grade I've ever taught. And then sometimes you're my college students that I'm preparing for student teaching very, very soon. So I kind of go back and forth. So you tell me, how did you feel about that? Like, welcome to the semester. Technique, sequence, shout out anything.
I guess I figured, I thought you were gonna try and have a sing-along.
Yeah.
And I almost did like 20 times and didn't.
Yep, that's good. There's actually something in our text about that, so that'll be kind of fun for us to talk about that. How did I get you guys into a circle? What was the sequence?
Hand motion.
Hand motion, okay. How much talking did I do to get you into the circle?
You were not telling us directions, but you were singing. So you were singing, engaging us, and then getting us to circle up.
Okay, great. Did I stop and start a lot, or did I just kind of keep the ball moving?
Kept the ball.
Did I do a good morning, boys and girls? I have a song that's a shaker song, and it's called Welcome Here, and it's about pies, and it's about welcoming you because it's the winter weather, and I'd like to introduce this song. And I've learned this song since I was about a 4th or 5th grader too. Did I do a lot of that? Okay, so with teaching, there's no hard rules of right or wrong, but in this class, we totally practice sequential, being one step ahead of the students, because that's one of the best ways in the world for management. Just being able to figure out what they need to know, just give them a little direction and go on. So here we go, we're learning how to teach teachers. And to be honest, it's something that since I started teaching piano lessons at 14, I don't know, it's just, I thought, what a privilege if I ever get a chance to teach other people, because I had such amazing teachers. So teaching, learning how to teach, it's just like a car. I can't have you read a book and learn how to teach. You have to practice it. And even though we're practicing on each other, I hope you're comfortable enough. And I wish we had time to do management in this class, but we just have so much to cover that we just don't have a chance to do that. So reading about it's good, but doing it is crucial. I heard the most amazing music education person that said, teaching is harder than heart surgery. Than performing heart surgery teaching. And it's because I don't know anything about the medical field. They memorize protocols to follow. If this happens, do this. If this happens, and do this. And when you think of a classroom that has 25 students in it, and they're all coming from different things, that is so organic that there is not a protocol. And so basically teaching is always reading who you're with and being able to think one step ahead. My grandmother, and also teaching is personal. And I just saw a wonderful Facebook post for one of our students that someone said, remember, be who you are. Because students, they have a 7th sense about reading people if they are being genuine. And if you're naturally a hyper person and you're a hyper teacher, you're good with that. If you're kind of a strict, stoic person and you teach in a strict and stoic kind of way, they're good with that because relationships are so important and they can tell when people's being real. Plus, we're all more comfortable teaching in our real character. And I tell you what, if I went a half-mile this direction and a half-mile this direction, you can see completely different teaching techniques. And you would think, well, we're just in Fargo Public Schools, how can it be so different? They all have the same curriculum. But I benefit that I get to be in everybody's rooms when I come watch you teach. So I know those of you who've been in my choirs, you know this story. My dad's dad died when he was only 5 years old, and he was the oldest of 4 children, and it was 1927. So my grandfather, think of the math, everybody. My grandfather died in 1927. So was there any hope of me ever meeting that man? No, completely different generation. But my My dad, he was a hard worker, bought his first tractor when he was 12. My grandmother still taught one-room schoolhouse all during the 30s, and she held on to the family farm. So she was widowed at 27 with 4 kids. She bought her own Model T car, and she taught school. I think about my teaching career and my grandmother's teaching career as being so completely different. Because right now, there's a glut of resources. There are so many things on the internet, on websites, in textbooks, on chat rooms, in on blogs. It's amazing. And I bet with my grandmother, every resource was precious. Every piece of chalk, every songbook, to think of that combination. But you know what? I think there's some things about teaching that are timeless. And actually, I think this is the most important thing for all of us, is to just know your material and to teach what you love. So, limitless possibilities. I think we should keep on doing our welcome here one more time. And I would like to have a few of you just kind of look over here. And this is our keyboard that we use as a visual. Whenever we're teaching with students, we try to think as many ways as we can address all the different kind of learners. Kinesthetic learners, visual learners, oral learners, tactile learners. I know I'm a visual learner. I think a lot of you might be visual learners too, just because I know you pretty well. But I'm going to ask you to find this bottom C on an Orff instrument and this G, and I want you to play this pattern. Walk, running, talk, talk, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and do ta, taka, taka. Can you believe that? How many different ways did I just tell you what a quarter note and 2/8 notes are? About 5 different ways. Here's my story about that. So rhythm syllables are really, really important, and they're crucial in an elementary classroom. As a teacher, I always did rhythm syllables till about 4th or 5th grade, and then I switched them to numbers because I think numbers are important, especially for ensembles. And there are some purists in this world who say you should only use rhythm syllables forever. But I'm an ensemble director, and I say, the day I don't tell my choir, go to measure 30 on beat 2, that will be the day I know I don't need to use numbers. Because how many times do we do that? So here's my big speech about that. Hi everybody, my name is Shar. A lot of you know me as Dr. Mo. My school teacher, my kids that I taught for 15 years before I came to NDSU, they knew me as Mrs. Mo. And I did teach before I was married, and so some students knew me as Miss Thorson. My mom named me Charlotte. That's been very confusing. L-E-T-T-E instead of L-O-T-T-E. Charlotte. And so oftentimes I just shorten my name to Char. I'm a mom. I have 2 boys. They're not very little boys anymore, 24 and 17. They're much taller than I am. So, and Gordon. Sometimes he calls me things like honey and nice things. So here I am, Charlotte, Char, Miss Thorson, Mrs. Mo, Dr. Mo, Mom, honey, sweetie, things like that. So, but I'm still the same person, right? That's what I go by with our rhythms. And I probably will teach you the most traditional Ta and TT because that's what I was trained in. But whatever curriculum you have, whatever school district you student teach in or you work at, you can easily adapt. It makes more sense. And in your mind just say, yep, it's a quarter note. Those are 2/8 notes. Numbers are important, but we know as a pre-reading thing, having those rhythm syllables are so important. So I would like to invite you to sing the song with me. This is Welcome Here, and we have, this is a bass xylophone. This is our grandpa. He's been here the longest, and Eckroff Music has often helped me out by repairing her. The way that we use our mallets with children are we ride our bicycles, and you'll find and you'll play it on ta and tt. This is our bass xylophone. These are our bass bars, and you can either play it broken or you can play it together. You'll hear the word bordoon a lot because this is a simple accompaniment that we do with students. And I bought this at a discount, and Dr. Johnson has tried numerous times to fix it, but it just doesn't have this beautiful sound. Here's the bass G, G, and here's my C. It should be so much more rich. It just stops there. So I don't care if you do broken bordoon, or if you wanted to do it together. And then we have alto and soprano xylophones in our room. And we will be using those continually. And then back there, so we have 1, 2, 3. There are extra instruments back there. If you choose a metal one, that's a metallophone. And I think it'd be fun for us to have the instruments out and we get to sing our welcome song together. All right, so, and then I promise we'll get to the syllabus because I know you're all thinking, oh, what are our assignments? Because I know all of you are very hard workers. There is a little plastic pitcher with all the mallets, and you'll need 2 mallets, and it doesn't really matter which 2. So, bass xylophone, somebody, the bass bars, this xylophone, and how about Nicholas, Christina, and Sabrina, go grab something. Art Lokert is back, so Arlo, please take care of yourself as far as being where you need to be.
Okay.
And then make sure you can see. Ready? How many times do you think we should play our pattern before we sing? I didn't put up the words for welcome here. I figured we know that. Welcome here, welcome here. All be alive and be of good cheer. Isn't that fun? Here we go. How many times should we play this before we start singing? Shout out a number.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3 times, and. I guess 4. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. I've got a pie all baked complete, pudding too that's very sweet. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Come good people, enter in. The wind blows sharp, come in, come in. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Apples plenty, good nuts too, roasting in the fire. I'm not gonna help you. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. My turn. Welcome here, tremolo and button. Oh, that's fun, you guys. You can have a chair. I know you're probably tired of being on the floor. So I have a question for you.